Kenshi didn't always look the way we know it today. It was developed for 12 years before its full release, and even then, a lot of work was done in following updates. Let's take a look with me at Kenshi's journey as a game. Even though the first version of Kenshi was released in late 2011, Chris Hunt started developing it between 2006 and 2008. Chris worked on the game alone while working as a security guard. After 5 years, he was able to quit his job, and in 2013, he was able to hire a small team to help him with development when Kenshi started to become a successful game. Even though I own Kenshi on Steam, there are only limited old versions I can try out. That's why I was searching a bit, and I found out that you can try out a beta versions of early game access. There's an option to enter a key, but I don't have any, and I don't think I can even get that key anymore. Also, the only thing this will limit us is our maximal skill level, amount of recruits we can get, and we cannot use mods. This version of game was released early in 2012, and that's over 11 years ago. Alright, so this is the game menu. I cannot hear no music, and there's only 2 buttons, new game and exit. We cannot change gender of the character. We can be human or cannibal, but he still looks the same. We can change between the faces and also hairstyles that are not appearing. Freak us. Oh, and we're right in the game. The UI looks strange. And of course, the game was in early development, but I was kinda expecting it to look worse. We have inventory, 1000 cats, katana, basic first aid kit, and some pants. Oh, and we got the map here. So I think this is the whole map, and we're at the brink, I believe, as there's a mark on it. We can see Clownsteady, Shark, Capital, Trader's Edge. I cannot read this one. Wait, Skinner's Rome was a city? And this is stats menu. Also, the buildings are really similar to the ones we got now. Oh, there's some fight going on. You see that? We can run through buildings. Okay, there's a dust bandit massacred. They have slightly worse katanas, but we can try to sell them. Why not? So I should look at the bars. What's the bar? This is going to be a bar. Barman from the Holy Empire. Let's have a chat. Oh, shop guard. Don't steal anything. Can I like sell something? Doesn't seem so. Item trader. Yes. Show me what you got. Backpacks. Let's sell the weapons we stole. Got 2000 cats. Let's go with regular backpack. Buy better first aid kits. And better split kit. So we must be, yes, clothing trader. So some of these items icons are same as today. Like this leather shirt, black and chain shirt, or even the half pants I think looks the same. Police. What can we find at the police building? Actually nothing. So maybe let's go check out Clownsteady. If I'll figure out a way, I should get there. Oh no, I'm being attacked. Oh, look at the sparks. Okay, I'm bleeding. Will I ever wake up? Am I dead or... no, I'm dead. So that was it. I was killed by the hungry bandits. Alright, second try. Another freakers. There's some fight going on. Let's go check it out. And it's good that already in this version of game, we can speed up the time. So hungry bandits still look kinda the same. But dust bandits used to have some cool colors on them. Oh, some ninjas. Seems like there were a lot of factions already in this version of game. Oh yes, I think I can see the Clownsteady. Great, guards are coming for help. And so this is Clownsteady. We can again trade here. This is not very intuitive if I want to go inside. But still, I understand that. This is early version of a game. Sword for hire, yes. Looking to join up. 700 cats. Well, join me then. So you cannot train on these training figures, but they're already implemented. You cannot sit, you cannot sleep. Most of the containers are empty, or every container is empty. I didn't find any container that contains anything. Here's the thing, if you want to hire more men, you will need to buy the full game. Understandable. Great way how to show people to try out this game. But for now, let's try to leave the desert and let's take a look at some other cities. I really wonder if this map is only desert or if there's something more. Okay, we're at the Trader's Edge. Only the difference I can see is that this city is on the top of a mountain that doesn't seem much real with these spikes everywhere. You can see trees around. From time to time, I can see some vegetation around in the town, but otherwise everything looks kinda same. So I can buy even building materials. If I would know about Kenshi back in 2012, I would definitely give this version a try and I would be hyped about this. Alright, and that's it. The Kenshi has crashed. I really liked it, but for now, let's move on to the next version. Alright, 3 months later, we got Kenshi version 0.24. The main menu looks much cooler. Also, there should be now a tutorial option, but I didn't find that. Mainly, there's only one big difference, and I wonder if you can spot it. It's the doors. Now, every building should have a working door that you can open and then enter the building. The build button was removed as the building mode was not implemented yet in the game. There's plenty of weapons though, and most of them I remember from today's game. Just their models are a little bit redesigned. So let's move on and check out the next version I got. In the September of 2012, version 0.29 was released. And boy, there's a lot of things that have changed since last time. First thing is obvious. Main menu have new buttons. Credits, where you can see credits of course, and also options menu that allows you to change graphics for your potato PC and some other basic settings. The textures look definitely better. If you look, I can see much further. I definitely wasn't able to see these far lands before. I just cannot see the faraway cities, but it's okay. The game looks much better and I really like it. And the biggest change to the game? You can build your own base, collect enough money, get building materials, and start building your own base outside of the town. This was definitely an update a lot of people was waiting for back then. There are now new recruitable characters, some of which are unique. Now this is interesting character, and the characters now have even names. Blend. Good medic, can you fight too? Not really. And also encumbrance is added to the game. Carrying too much heavy stuff will make you slower, but it will help you in training your strength stat. Character editing menu was a little bit changed. You can now use training dummies to increase your skill. Let's try to attack this guy. His skill is a little bit bigger than mine, but he's hurt a lot, so we should take him down easily. Traders Guild. Oh yeah, there are now wandering traders. That doesn't seem to let me shop with them. Now that we got some money, maybe we'll be able to buy building materials. 5 building materials. Let's go with that. I'm not sure if that's enough or not. What can I build? Large house, saloon, outpost house, small shack, outpost, and some interior stuff like prison cage. Nice. Okay, it seems like the small shaft we used to know. Large house, saloon, outpost building. So let's just try to build a small shack. Can build too close to another town. Aha! Construction is going. 15 building materials needed. Oh god, and the buildings take so much time. And done! It's kind of open slowly, and I cannot get inside. For some reason, I cannot walk in it, but I must say, I'm really enjoying Kenshi, even in this state of development. No wonder this game got successful. Back in 2012, I would love this. So it's early year 2013, and we are on game version 0.40. We got a lot of updates since then. The game code was massively reconstructed. We should get more structures in towns. You can now search for bounties and make money this way. The game should include a day and night cycle, and you can now mine, farm, and do the research. I think there's maybe more settings, like for the shadow quality in the options menu, and we can select from multiple beginnings for the game. So let's try to start as a wanderer. We're starting in a different city, and the map is finally bigger, so we can see something. We can now see the time of the day, and also we can see the number of day, but the number is 180, so I'm not really sure how it works. So we have moving shadows. The game looks so much better with those. The people look different. There's probably some change on the clothes. You can see that on the map there are more tabs you can open. For example, faction. You can also rename your faction, and also you got the research tab here. There's a lot of research. This is just the core, industry, farming, smithing, defense, basic walls. Cool. I must say, it's really interesting to look at the scenery when the sun is going up and we can even see the sun. And guys, how do you feel like seeing Kenshi like this? Would you play it back in 2013, 10 years back? So let's see what we can build. Basic stone mine processor. I can name our outpost, and it's even visible on the map. Can build farms, well, generator, and probably a lot of stuff I would have to research. Research bench that needs to be put inside, and walls have to be researched message too. Even though I can already see the brink, it took me a lot of time to get here, maybe like 40 minutes. I had to run a little bit strangely around the mountains, but I was just running through half of the map. So I must say, for early version of this game, the map is really huge. What I'm interested in is this section of a map, and I really wonder what that is. So let's just visit Katoon, and after that we'll move to the next version of the game. So the place on the map are these strange mountains. I like that. Why is there no place like this in today's Kenshi map? It looks like a really cool place for a base. And this is the end of Freakos. So let's move on. So next version is 0.44. Again, there's a lot of stuff that happened between the last update and this one. Character customization was changed. Oh yeah, there are some new things in this menu. Unfortunately, I cannot see him in the face. There's a randomize button, so you can just click until you like how your character looks. Whoa, that's plenty of people. As you can see, I can now give people jobs. Also, we got plenty of building materials. So maybe let's try to build a little outpost. Unfortunately, there's not that function we know from today's Kenshi when everybody is walking with the speed of the slowest person from the group. I think the models were also redesigned. Oh yeah, and the jobs work like today. You press shift, make someone do the job, and from now on he's an engineer. Great! You can see Singh is already working on it and doing his job without me telling him to do anything. And it's done! It still opens slowly, but we can finally get inside. So now we can build technology. Oh no, we got attacked! Everybody fight! We protected ourselves from the Hungry Bandits attack. Well, that was for this version. Let's move on again. Now it's October 2013. Version 0.50 was released. AI was overhauled. Inventory was upgraded. There are new shops. And what's best? We got audio for the game. The music and the sounds change the game so much. It makes a really big difference. There's so many new controls now. The map was redesigned. There's probably more stuff. The hills looks different. The texture is different and the mountains are not that pointy anymore. Also, the combat system was redesigned. Now everybody is attacking me. It's not 1 versus 1 anymore when everybody else waits. And we were beaten down. Slowly but surely, this game's starting to look more like Kenshi. So it's February of 2014. And we're on version 0.62. Again, there was a lot of things added in the previous versions, like female characters, cannibals faction, bleeding, more conversation options, lockpicking, and we got a new stat called toughness, which today is one of the main stats in the game. Barman now trades with you, selling some basic stuff like food, even though you still don't have the hunger bar. On the map, you can finally see which way your camera is facing, so you can travel a bit more easily. If you point at the map, you can now see details about the cities, and as you can see, there are now cannibal villages. Samurais from the United Cities have now samurai armor and typical samurai helmets. We have now the arrange button in the inventory, and here it is, the cannibals village. That already looks pretty cool. There are some cages in here, tents, tables. It looks really cool, better than the other cities actually. It's kinda sad that nobody's home, so maybe let's check out the second village. Also during the day, the desert looks really cool with the dunes and stuff, but in the night, all of the dunes and the surroundings kinda blends together and doesn't look as nice. Oh yeah, here are the cannibals. Let's check them out. Oh yeah, they look cool. I don't know what's the weapon they're holding. Let's try to fight them if they'll take me away to eat me. Yeah, it seems like the cannibals doesn't care about you, and there's probably not an option to be eaten alive yet. I think we can now move on and look at the next version of the game I got. Version 0.72 that was released early in 2015. The UI was redesigned and it's much more clear now. I really like that. Still simple, but better. And we can swap between the squads. Kenshi got finally some animals. Yeah, this is Big Thing's nest. And as you can see, when pressing Alt, we now can see what items are lying around. Aha, we now have an animation for picking up items. You don't want to step in one of these. Look how big that is. I see dogs. Aha, so these are today's bone dogs. They look the same up to this day. Well, the game is starting to be really hardcore. What do I see here? That's a pack of Garu. Haha, even more animals than I expected. Yes, that's Garu how we know it today. I see it, I see it! Big thing. Oh yes, these are the big things we know today. Also fast as hell. And the big thing doesn't even have any loot. No meat, nor hide, as we're used to today. So again, let's move on. So a year later, we got update 0.76. There are now bandit camps. NPCs are now in war between different factions. You can now buy or sell slaves. As you can see, the main menu was redesigned, and I think it's the way we know it today. And I can see there's a new race edit, a shake. So now the game is running much smoother than the last time. The UI was redesigned and looks the way we know it today. Finally, we can now select speed of traveling for the whole group. And I almost feel like we're just playing Kenshi we know today, just on the old map. I can see slave shop here. Well, and there are no slaves. And everything now looks more clear. Research tab, crafting, squads, faction. What's this big thing doing? It's party time! Alright. 1.5 years later, on July 2017, the developers gave us the 0.96 update. There are now new enemies like robots, spiders, cannibals, new buildings like prison, library, many more factions, and tada! The map was expanded. And more and more and more and more. We got the launcher we are used to today. It seems like this part of the map is still not available, but I'll go check it out. Of course, there's still a lot of stuff missing, but the year 2017 was a year of big overhaul, and it changed the game more to the way we know it. We can now click on a map to travel, we can now zoom on a map, and I think I can say this is the game we know today. But soon after this update, the game was released in a full version and was no more considered as a beta. As you can see, I cannot travel behind this border as this area used to be under construction. So what do you guys think? Would you play the game at the state it was released back in 2012? Would you enjoy it? And do you think the developers did the right choices during development? Well, share your suggestions in comments, and if you like this video about Kenshi development history, leave a like on it or even subscribe if you want to see more. Both of these actions help a lot to the small creators like me. Thank you for being here with me today and see you next time. Bye bye!